Hello, it's Nancy today. I wanted to say something about political correctness. To me, political correctness is about not offending other people. However, not offending other people is a good thing. You don't go around calling people fat. You just don't be mean, right? We're all taught that in kindergarten. You be nice to each other, you share your toys. You don't ridicule people because of what they look like or stuff. And it has gone much farther than that, though. It has now gone so far that you can barely mention many things that we would have said. I'm not driving anymore, so I can bring this up here. First of all, taking offense. When you take offense, it's because you're so full of yourself and you're just looking for something to upset you, I think. There's a way to not be offended. I think it's more important not to be offended than to be so careful about your words. I mean, there's obvious things that you shouldn't do, right? Like, you shouldn't just be mean to people. You shouldn't belittle people because of what they look like or, if they limp or something like that. You should be nice to people. But other than that, I think if somebody says something mean about your country, it doesn't mean anything about you. I mean, I'm an American living in Canada. I'm a Canadian now. But when I first came to Canada, people would say mean things to me because I was an American. I'm sorry, but Americans don't have a very good reputation throughout the world. Anyway, I was called a Yankee, and people were mean to me. And so for a long time, I would never admit to anybody I was American. I just wouldn't talk about it. But it didn't make me feel bad because I was born in America or in the United States and I grew up as an American. It made me see that these people were very small-minded, that they had, they didn't know people. I mean, they were speaking, I guess, about what they knew because of the government and what they would see of the government down south. But now, should I have taken offense? Should I have thought, whatever you think when you take offense? I don't know. Should I have felt bad about myself? See, when you take offense, the opposite of taking offense is saying, well, that's just whoever. That's just Sarah. That's just Mary. That's just Sally. That's just Rebecca. That's just whoever it is. That's just so-and-so, and they have their opinions, and it wasn't very polite to say, but that's just the way people are. Some people are not that polite. It would solve a lot of problems if people did not take offense. But it has now become socially, I cannot say to somebody else what I think about a certain war because my opinion of that country is not allowed. You're not allowed to have bad feelings toward different groups or ways of life or religions or, it's good that we accept everybody, but to limit what we say to everybody and to be ready to take offense. That's the biggest problem, is being ready to take offense. The person who really needs to be careful is the person who is ready to take offense. There will always be offenders. There will always be people that will speak their mind, whatever it is. But if you take offense, it's you then that have the anger or the pain or the hurt or whatever. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And then wishing for revenge, It's like drinking poison and hoping for the other person to die. Well, taking offense is just such a silly thing to do. Count the source. Consider the source. If somebody says bad things about you, your religion, your lifestyle, anything about your cleanliness, your size, consider the source. It's not about you. It's about them. That's their opinion of people in the world everywhere. It has nothing to do with you. So I just wanted to tell you that. And that it's important that we do not be ready to take offense. That is so bad. And to imagine that the whole rest of the world should not be allowed to say anything offensive in case I got offended. How would it be if all Canadians it was illegal to say something bad about the United States? What if it were bad for everybody to say something bad about any country? And it's gotten so bad now. There are many countries in the world where policies are really rotten as far as I'm concerned. And yet, it's okay. Case in point. It's okay to hate the Palestinians, but it's not okay to hate the Jews. Just one point. You've got to, nobody's out there protecting the Palestinians. Many Palestinians are Christians. They're good people. Whether they're Christians or not, there are many good people. But it's okay to hate them. But you cannot hate Jews. That is the big no-no. You cannot hate Jews. You cannot hate racial groups. You cannot hate... I don't think hating anybody's any good anyway. But you're not allowed to say these things. And there's even hate laws in Canada where you're not allowed to certain hate speech. We don't have free speech in Canada. You're not allowed to. You'll have to go before some committee if you say bad things about whatever. But I think it's gone too far when nobody's allowed to say anything bad about you because you're going to get offended. Look at the comments on my videos. Some people are really nasty. Most people are very nice. But the nasty people, should something bad happen to them, should they be not allowed to say what they think? Everybody's entitled to feel what they feel and I think say what they want to say. It would be nice if they would be polite to me. Some people aren't. But anyway, I just think it's important to remember that this political correctness is so much about protecting the person that could take offense. Whereas we need to develop thick skins. If I use a walker and people look down on me because I am, quote, quote, handicapped, it's not about, I should have a thick skin. If I'm fat and people make judgments about fat people, it's not about me, it's about them. They just say what they want to say. And I think it's important to get a thick skin. You don't have to outlaw people talking about you or your group, or your social economic group, or your whatever part of whatever group you're in, or whatever it is you do. I don't think it's a good idea to. I don't think it's good to be ready to take offense. And political correctness is all about protecting people that want to take offense. They're protecting people that, remember back in the day you used to tell jokes about different, the Polish jokes, or in Canada, the Newfie jokes. Well, those are very politically incorrect. But nothing bad was ever meant toward Polacks or for Newfies. It was just somebody to poke fun at, I guess it's down there with bullying now. I think we need to have thick skins. Don't be offended by things. Don't be offended by a slight glance, something somebody may have inferred, something you thought they may have inferred. We're all too ready to take offense. And that's where wars start. That's really where wars start. People get offended because of something. So we got to stop the wars in our own lives. Okay, that's my 2 cents worth. I have no bad feelings about anybody in the world. Because it's not worth my time. It would make me tired. would use up my energy. And Lord knows we need energy, don't we, Lord? I do believe. And he helps me have a lot of energy. Okay, see you later. Bye.